I lost 75 pounds after having my fourth baby, and I got toned, defined, and strong again. More importantly, I have helped hundreds of women lose from 20 to over 100 pounds. Then the real flex is they did it in a way that is sustainable, slow, and steady. 1 pound at a time, no extremes, no restrictions, no gimmicks needed. If you've ever felt like you've tried everything and your body is just stuck, this is the video for you. When I was at my heaviest, I was soft, sluggish, no core strength, running on caffeine and overwhelm, and I seriously wanted a magic solution. Something fast, something easy, something to make me feel like myself again. What I didn't know is fat loss is not the same as weight loss. The scale does not tell you the full story, and muscle is the real game changer. Muscle is what makes your clothes fit better. Muscle is what lets you lift your toddler without throwing out your back. And muscle is the magic ingredient that makes your metabolism work with you rather than against you. So here's what women don't know. After age 30, we lose 0.5 to 1% of our muscle mass every year if we don't strength train and eat with intention. Less muscle equals a slower metabolism, less energy, worse insulin sensitivity, and higher injury risk. Muscle is metabolically active tissue, meaning it is our body's natural fat burner. The more muscle you have, the more calories you will burn, even when you're sleeping. Think of your metabolism like a gas tank. The more muscle you have, the bigger the tank. So you can eat more and still lose fat, or at the very least, not gain it back. Muscle is pure magic. It does a million other amazing things in your body. Your bone density, hormone balance, more testosterone and more growth hormone equals a happier libido. Blood sugar regulation and mental health benefits are just some of a few other amazing benefits. There are so many. I can make 20 videos just on why muscle is amazing for you. That has nothing to do with aesthetics. And no, lifting heavy weights does not make you bulky. I have been training for decades and chasing glute gains. It's my job, and I still don't have as big of a booty as I want. It is not easy to randomly become bulky. That should be the least of your worries. Muscle is gonna make you lean, toned, feel amazing in your clothing. And again, it is your body's natural fat burner. So when I was in postpartum mode after having my son, gaining so much weight, I truly did not recognize myself. I made the decision to take things one step at a time with my fat loss journey. I did not overhaul my entire life in one day. I started with tiny day-to-day shifts, and this is the best approach to making any major change in your life, especially changing your body composition. So here is the 5-step framework that I teach all of my clients inside our program. Number 1 is train with intent. Do not train just to burn more calories. This is the worst approach to fat loss possible. Focus on 3 to 4 strength training based workouts per week and train with progressive overload. So we are not aiming to tone the muscle with light stretching movements. That is just marketing BS. The only way to look toned and defined is to build muscle and then shed the fat layer over top of it to reveal the muscle. Number 2 is eat more protein. Most women are eating 40 to 60 grams of protein a day when in reality you need 100 to 150. I say this all the time, but protein is the game changer. It will nix your cravings, it will give you energy, it will satiate your appetite, and it'll give you that dream body that you are working so hard to get. Number 3, track honestly, even the bites. Not to obsess, but to create awareness. What is measured gets managed. Bites, licks, leftover snacks, they add up fast. We often grossly underestimate how much we're eating, and that's why I get all my clients to track, even just for the initial starting period, so you can get a really accurate picture of where your calories, macros, and true eating habits are at. If you hired an accountant, they would want to look at your budget. They would want to look at your bank accounts. This is the exact same. Number 4 is get your steps up. Neat movement, meaning steps you take day to day, movements you make like fidgeting, dancing in the kitchen, those actually matter more for your overall metabolism than your scheduled in workouts. So just walking after every meal, even for 10 minutes, is an amazing place to start, and it'll make a huge impact on your fat loss goals. And fifth is work on the emotional side. Emotional eating was my default. I would over-restrict to feel more control in my chaotic day-to-day, and then at night when the kids were in bed, I would overeat to soothe and numb out my exhaustion, any uncomfortable feelings I had, and a lot of my clients have battled with the same thing. Eating is inherently emotional, and that is not a bad thing, but there are so many tools we can add to the toolbox that have nothing to do with food and help you cope with stress in a healthy, positive way where you're actually offloading it instead of just numbing it, pushing it down with food. But I also want to say, I get it. When you are a mom, when you are raising tiny humans, or just any busy woman with responsibilities, we tend to put everyone else before us and put ourselves on the back burner of our life. So you're not going to want to meal prep every Sunday or fit in 90-minute workouts that are grueling every single day, and nor do you need to. That's why we meet you where you're at. You have 2 dumbbells in your living room. That is truly all you need to start to see amazing results. If you don't have time to track every macro, that is amazing. You can start with just tracking your protein and making sure you're hitting between that 100, 150 grams per day. Can't make it to the gym? Go for a walk or prioritize your hydration. You can always meet yourself where you're at and make one tiny step towards your goal every single day. Consistency is so much more important than perfection, but it can be really hard to embrace that mindset when you're used to that all or nothing mindset. I'd rather see you winning at 80% than going all in at 100% and burning out 2 weeks later. So mindset really is everything. If you've ever said to yourself, I know what to do, I just need to do it. I've tried everything and nothing works. Or I just need to lose 20 pounds before I focus on building muscle. I hear you, you are not alone. But you are stuck in a pattern that is not working. And it's time to try something different. It is time to stop being so scared of bulking and thinking you need to shrink as quickly as possible and work on restoring your body's metabolism through building lean muscle, letting it do the heavy lifting, pun intended, for you, rather than trying to starve yourself, berate yourself, and discipline yourself into quicker and quicker fat loss. That's just not how it works. In my program, we do not focus on shrinking. We focus on becoming the version of you who truly puts herself first, becoming the version of you who fuels her body instead of restricting her body, becoming the version of you who is not afraid to take up space, be strong, live powerfully, and feel amazing in your skin from the inside out. That version of you that is 30, 50, even 100 pounds lighter, she does not need another gimmick. She does not need another quick fix. She does not need another restrictive diet. She just needs a game plan, one that actually works for your life. If you are ready to build lean muscle, shed stubborn fat, and finally stop starting over every Monday, stick around, subscribe, join my free Facebook community. I will link it below in the comments. And if you are ready for help, please do not hesitate to reach out. My DMs are always open.